presentation doesn't mean that much to me. I wish it did, but it doesn't. That's why I get on front of the camera, regardless of what I have on, or comb my beard out, or whatever. I just say what I'm going to say. However, when I listen to people, because that's one of my favorite endeavors, is to hear what other people have to say, I'm always perplexed. This may be a bashing session, but it's really not meant to be, but it's going to be a little bit. I'm always laughing at hearing some of the most non-masculine men talk about being masculine. I'm masculine, I'm tough. Dude, you're not masculine, dude. And it doesn't matter what I think, I guess. However, who are you? Who are you? A crybaby, a tear shedder. Ooh, the world is wrong. Telling me how to be a man. We all have our definitions of what we think masculinity is and how a man should be. And to me, manliness is being able to control your emotions, being able to let things that are insignificant or inconsequential in your world affect you. And if things affect you, you make a change to make it positive for yourself. Too many men, in my opinion, sound like women. And I'm not trying to denigrate women, because that's kind of making women look bad, saying that you sound like women. But a lot of dudes, in my opinion, sound like women. You talk about things that I would hear ladies talking about, because I think there is a difference between men and women. If you don't, by all means, that's on you. However, I just find it funny whenever I hear a man in an argument losing his composure to make a point. It's just hilarious to me. I'm not saying that you can't get angry. I'm not saying that you can't yell. That's not what I'm saying. But so many people argue from a point of irrationality. You really didn't think it through before you began to speak. And because you didn't think it through before you began to speak, you sound silly. Or you talk about morality. And no matter what people believe, morality is subjective. If we were to take away this social construct that we created, a society, the most intelligent and the strongest would win. That's what it is. So when you try to tell somebody to do something that's not advantageous to them, and the only reason they're not doing what is good for them is the law, then you need to think about what you're saying. Because if somebody can hurt you or take something from you, the only thing that's protecting you is the law. Somebody that's bigger, stronger, faster can always defeat somebody that's smaller and weaker, unless they have an advantage being some type of tactical, strategic advantage or a weapon to mitigate the strength or leverage of the other person. So when people speak sometimes, and when you speak to certain people that you don't know, I can tell that you're not a man, because most men would understand that you don't know who you're messing with. Like, not saying that people are saying crazy things to me, but that's why I don't talk crazy stuff, because I don't know who I'm messing. I'm not trying to take on a bear. I mean, not saying I would run from the bear. I would, that's smart. But if I had to fight a bear, I'm trying to win. I'm trying to do everything it takes to win. And the best way to win fighting a bear is not fighting a bear. I'm being logical. Like, you got a hell of a spear and a hell of a range where they can't get close to you. But man, shotguns ain't stopping bears. So what do you think when you throwing a couple of hooks to a bear's head, gonna stop him from clawing your whole face off? So I don't know. I just find it funny. I don't understand how you got all these non-masculine men teaching men to be masculine. It's like ludicrous to me. And like, when it comes to complaints and yelling and calling people names, ad hominem attacks, I see that more from ladies, and I'm biased. I'm biased. However, I'm not saying you can't give advice, because I see that a lot of people that I find to be unmasculine have a million other men following you. So I guess that's what they think the paradigm of being a man is, to complain. And I'm not saying that you can't complain, because life is unfair. I could think I'm smarter than everyone. I could think I'm a harder worker than everyone, and no one should be making more money than me. But like they say, the market decides, your network decides, your passion, and I guess your opportunities decide. So who am I to say that, even though I believe it, I may be the best, but there's always somebody better. And I guess because of people's better understanding of the game, that's a term I don't like, but it's true. All life is a game. It's not a game, but it's a game, because there's rules to everything. There's ways to function anywhere. And so you need to understand how to function in the environment that you're in. Now, I could probably get a lot more traction if I said a lot of different things. And truthfully, if you listen to what I'm saying, this is not an attack. It's just my opinion, and my opinion could be wrong. However, I've heard men who do complain that are logical in their arguments, and they're not whiners. I'm gonna say something wrong. I don't understand. I don't understand incel. It makes no sense to me. It just doesn't, because you always have a choice. I'm not saying you can go out there and take it, but as long as you got money and you have something, you can get something. But a lot of people, okay, I've never met a man who couldn't pay for companionship, but that's not what you want. So because you're not getting what you want, and now you're saying that you're celibate by choice. You're not. If I want a Ferrari, right? I want a Ferrari tomorrow. I can't afford it. So I don't want to drive a car. Does that mean that I can't get a car, or does it mean I can't get the car that I want? But you can get a car. There's always somebody out there that's willing to give you what you want. It may not be the Ferrari, but it'll still be a car. That's the problem when it comes to incels, involuntary celibate. For people who don't know, there's always going to be a person, a woman for you. You may want whoever the best looking woman is on the planet at this time, which I don't know, I could Google it. But because you can't get the woman that you wanted, now you think no woman will want you? Are you crazy? I forget. I'm sorry. People don't think like I think, and I could be totally wrong. So I guess that's what it is. When you have people, I'm masculine, I'm promoting masculinity. No, I can understand promoting the rights of a male, but even masculinity is subjective. What is a masculine man to you? So we can go to a fictional character. Is James Bond masculine to you? Or is Batman masculine to you? Was Han Solo masculine? Was Indiana Jones masculine? Or is it a dancer? I don't know. What is masculine to you? Most people don't even know what it is, but you want to argue it. You want to tell people they're not masculine. So listen, masculine is getting what you want from the world, however you got to get it without hurting other people, in my opinion. But masculine can also be hurting other people to get what you want, if that's what you believe, because it's subjective. Is war masculine? Is it? That's the question. Is loving masculine? Is caring? Is protecting masculine? What is it to you? Do you even know? So sometimes when I hear people talk about masculinity, it's not. Most people are resistant to change. Most people are conservative. So when things are not happening the way that you want it to happen, you're upset. And now you're trying to influence the world in your way. Is power masculinity? Or is it empathy? Is empathy masculine? See, most people have a certain thought of what masculinity is. Me, just being responsible for you and protecting those around you is masculine to me. However, there are a lot of people who want to talk about masculinity that couldn't protect a fleet. Not that you want to protect one. So, are you really masculine? If you're just a big complainer, are you masculine? That's just my thoughts. Argue that with me, people. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. Tell me that people should follow you because you're the masculine man. I'm masculine. Watch me. He-Man. I'm going to conquer the universe because I'm tough. And I'm going to talk bad about you because you don't want to fight me. I'm joking. I don't know. I just find so many things hilarious. And I think that's, for me, at this time, the most hilarious thing is these dudes, and I'm not going to insult you, these men who think they're masculine, but in my opinion, are not masculine, talking about masculinity. I think you need to reevaluate yourself. I think you need to reflect on your life. I think you need to give up death sticks. That's one of my favorite things to say. If you don't know where it is from, it's from episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Give up death sticks and reevaluate your life. Funny line. Anyway, I'm pretty much done with this, but let me go off on a tangent just to give it some filler. Every day, I'm trying to have the most fun possible. I'm trying to smile. I'm trying to laugh. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do during the day and try to plan it out. I don't follow a set routine when it comes to working out. Like things that I love to do, like I like doing pull-ups. I do. And I like to do dips. But sometimes I want to get on an exercise bike. Sometimes I want to do dumbbell bench presses. Sometimes I want to do jump rope. I vary it, I think that for people who really don't like working out, one of the best exercises, in my opinion, that people could do is a burpee. Try to do a burpee, and if you have knee problems, then maybe you should try to do squats. Halfway squats, do a slow squat, or stretch your tendons. Just build up your strength in your legs so that you can do a burpee without hurting your knees, because burpees are fantastic. Do a burpee. You masculine men. All right. I said a lot. I went for 10 minutes. All right. Have a great one.